And just like that, the next episode has begun. Welcome back to Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. I'm your host, MegaShadowFist. It's like a video, it's like a commentary where we last left off. We were here, in this room, and now we're doing this. So, last time, well actually what happened was that, is that going to be like my thing for, anyway. When we last left off, we were talking about the student registry. So, let's go and continue. That's right, it also mentioned class number 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers, there can be no doubt Makoto was a student here at the Hoopspeak Academy, just like the rest of us. Unless it was a forgery. Makoto Ikusawa, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct, Makoto's profile actually contains 2 pages. What? In other words, when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Makoto that we still didn't have. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byaki as I skimmed through the report. Makoto reappeared suddenly, and then in the background, an entity floats close, but just out of reach. Just out of reach, yet the waters ever change. Flowing like time. Anyway, very different from what I was expecting. Her to look like. The entity is the entity known as the Ultimate Despair. So Ikusawa Makoto is the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Makoto definitely has some sort of connection to it. Okay, let me read this again because I think I missed something here. Transcript. Apparently, background into flows close but out of reach. Right? Okay. Okay, so no, okay. Yeah, she's connected. Okay, I just misread it. Whatever it is, Makoto definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all of this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair, and I need to pay attention to Makoto's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir. When she entered Host Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students, after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Makoto was part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Makoto and the Mastermind were allies? So why? It should be fairly obvious from context that the mastermind, the headmaster was not in Ultimate Despair, but the mastermind himself, or herself perhaps, maybe. So why would they kill Makoto? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Makoto was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the mastermind is even stronger than Makoto was. What's wrong, Makoto? Huh? You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within that file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice a picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before. A girl who seems to be included as part of our class number 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals. Her vitals? No, man. No. Bust, weight, hip. BWH. 31, 22, 32. An hourglass figure. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body? Yeah, that's a joke that I don't... If I didn't explain that, I don't think any of you guys would get it. Bust the perfect bust, waist, hips ratio makes an hourglass figure, a good body. For modeling and stuff, that is the ideal. You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse, and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean? Wait, is he trying to say... There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right? That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakyo's errand boy. You've always been a gopher, man. Mukuro's profile's been added to the truthful section of her handbook. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice for me to use, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice for me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along. She's just done a lot of help. She's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh? The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch? But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. Okay, so there's something that I wanted to say. Let's look at truth bullets first. There's something I wanted to say. There's no point in buying anything anymore, is there? According to the headmaster's report, Mukuro did not have a single scar or wound when she came to Host Peak Academy. In addition, her physical features were as follows. Height, 5'7", so that would be roughly 5'7", so that would put her at about like 165 centimeters. Okay, transitioning between the two is kind of like, I don't know, like if for easy reference, an easy way to remember it is that this isn't exact, but just think that basically 1 foot is equal to 30 centimeters. So 6 feet is roughly 180 centimeters, 5 feet is roughly 150 centimeters, so on and so forth. Ishimaru should be around that height, right? No, he's a little bit taller. So 176 is Ishimaru. So that would mean that 5'7" would be about 170, right? Leon is 175. Yeah, about 170. Okay, anyway, so that being said, save over slot 4, please. Anyway, let's look at everything here. There's all this stuff. Yeah, I've seen messier. I mean, for a headmaster's room, this is quite messy, but I've seen worse rooms in existence. Let's see what we got here. The bookshelf seems really well made and is filled with files and thick books. Grade A observation, man. No, tons of legal books standing in front of me. They mock me. Okay, whatever. None of that. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. Okay. Let's see here. Even the headmaster's room, there's a surveillance camera. We have one of these. Oh, there's a surveillance camera everywhere except for, even the headmaster's room, there's a monitor. Class number 78, student registry, except for the, I mean, there was even one in the data room. The only place that doesn't have a camera are, the sauna area, like the public bath area, and, other than that, there's, the second floor dorms. Class number 78, student registry. Apparently that's us. It has profiles of me and everyone I met at the beginning, and Mukuro. Just like us, Mukuro is apparently a new student here at Hope's Peak. Mukuro Ikusaba, part of the Ultimate Despair, which means her and the Mastermind should have been allies. But then, why did the Mastermind kill her? Weren't they friends? Your view on friendship is very, very, very... Oh, we can't examine the emperors? Okay. Well, not all of these are emperors. Not all of these are emperors, mind you, but, you know, you can definitely see the picture of Hirohito over... Oh, there's 2 pictures of Hirohito, actually. Fun fact, I actually give you guys a little bit of Japanese common knowledge. Whenever... Starting with the Meiji era, which began in, 1868, I believe. Whenever an emperor dies or retires, they start a new era, if you will. So when Hirohito was the emperor, that was known as the Showa era. It began in, I believe, 1926, either 1926 or 1927, and it ended in 1989. In 1989, his son became the new emperor, and we are currently, and that began the Heisei era, which is what we are in now. Although actually, the Emperor has said that he plans on retiring within about 2 or 3 years, actually. So we will actually be within the next 2 or 3 years, there will actually be a completely new era in Japan. So whenever you hear like Showa era, whenever you hear that, that means that like usually when people refer to Showa era, they usually think of like the 1930s to like the 1950s, but you know, that's anywhere from like 1927 to 1989. January of 1989. I think January 8th, 1989. Anyway, there are trophies and even a shield in the display case. And even a shield, that's the... No mention how this is exactly the same as in the basketball area, or the gym area. Okay, let's go ahead and leave. Leave the areas, please. So our next order of business, I kind of want to do these in order. Should I do these in order? You know what? I'm going to do them in order. I think. Right? I'm just going to do them in order. So we did get... this was... okay, so... We're just going to do them in order. So the Biolab next, and then Monokuma, and then the second floor dormitory area. And then we have to go back to the 5th floor again. That's the reason why I didn't want to do it in order. But, you know, we're just going to do it in order. Why not? Except we're not. Except we are. Except we're not. Except we are... Nah, what the heck. We're going to do it out of order. Who cares? Alright. They said the data lab, right? We need to go to the data lab on the 4th floor? Who's here? If somebody's here, that means, yeah. If somebody's here, that means that, Oh, Makoto, are you here to look around too? Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door. So I figured, if all the doors in school have been unlocked, that one should be open too, right? Although I couldn't bring myself to open it. Cause it might explode, right? And that really sucks, so you open it! Hey! What kind of BS is that? I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. But yeah, anyway, so like going back to the whole periods thing, there's one thing I need to say. Typically in legal documents and whatnot in Japan, instead of... Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Oh, wait, let me take cover first! I don't want to get exploded! Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead! Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. Ooh! Cool. There was no explosion. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was... Whoa, this place is totally sci-fi! Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. But yeah, typically in legal documents, you tend to put your period, the period area that you're born in rather than the actual year itself. So like, I was born in 1995, so in Japanese that'd be 1995 nen. But in legal documents, I wouldn't put 1995, I'd put Heisei 6 nen. Because I was born in 1995, so the 6th year of the Heisei era. So if you're born in so if you're someone like Kratos or Garkon, who are 3 years older than me, so they'd be born in 1992, that would be Heisei 3 nen. Heisei 3 nen. Anyway, it's just one of those things. So we only have 2 things to examine here. Let's go ahead and let's examine first. What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kinda looks like a mech cockpit, right? People would probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that... Okay, don't fall into my ear, you gosh darn frickin' earphone, you... Ugh, I can't believe it. Phoenix Fright, how dare you! So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then could that mean... Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Don't do that. Hold on, you can't just or whatever something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, that was definitely Monokuma. Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Oh, I get it. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure myself, but... I think it was that one, the button that says Data Center. Yep, it should be pretty obvious. Data Center? I took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center, that's right next door. The room we were just in. That's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go check it out. Yes, please, I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. Don't worry, I'll cheer you on super loud from way over here. That's supposed to make me feel better? Honestly, like, I would have loved a room like Return to the Data Center. I would have loved a room like this when I was a kid. Like, I told, like, Gundam Wing, man, I would have totally... I didn't really watch Gundam Wing as a kid, but that didn't stop me from wanting to have a mech of my own, man. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Mm-hmm. Is that Monokuma? But we can't talk to him. We're gonna have to have Asahina talk into the microphone or whatever. I'm assuming there's a microphone in there, right? Hey! Groar, give me all your donuts! Yep. Groar, give me all your donuts! Is that you, Hina? What? Aw, man, busted, how did you know? Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control cameras kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling? Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here. But she said, Groar, give me all your donuts, so she must have... That's a bit of a, She clearly had to have known this is Monokuma. There's a contradiction in your writing. It's just a simple mistake that they overlooked. Ah, guess what I found? A self-destruct... Oh, no, button. Whatever you do, don't push it. Ah, man! Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it, and the control panel inside. Alright, let's go back. Assuming she's still in here, what if she disappeared? Whoa, hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma. Monokuma? What, for real? Yep, it looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the Mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The Mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the other monitors. In other words, maybe the Mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Goku's theory was right. But if the Mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess it would have to be true. But if that is true... It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students, and the only people to take a single step in host peak since this killing game began are those 16 students. And the Mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is a 16th student. No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Monokuma control panel has been added to the troopable section of your handbook. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Oh no, it's nothing. Okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh, well, it's just... This is where the Mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? I can't say it isn't possible, but I really hope it's not true. So, like, you want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? Yeah. Hold on. There's still this one I want to investigate. What's wrong, Makoto? Let's hurry up and get out of here! Oh man, I didn't get a chance to... Alright, leave the areas, please. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. And we'll figure out what that strange sound is in the next episode. Awkward pause!